Three news stories for you. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian intelligence agency chief Tedros says there are those who fought battles on Facebook and YouTube, and now they have armies. They're trying to build armies. Who is he referring to? Secondly, Dr. Tedros Adhanom, WHO head, against the person Ethiopian government lodged a complaint a few days ago. He has shared another tweet. This time he says, humanitarian access is non-negotiable. But the man is very technical, viewers. This is not his own tweet. He has shared the words of Swedish foreign minister who talked to Deputy Prime Minister of Ethiopia a few hours ago. Lastly, viewers, Filsan Abdi, Somali politician who was in federal government a few months ago before October last year. In September, she resigned. She was interviewed by CNN a few hours ago. She wrote an article for a newspaper a few days ago. Before that, she wrote an open letter to the people of Ethiopia. She is very busy. What did she say in the interview? She says PM Abiy cannot be both a referee and a player. There is one man coup in Ethiopia. No change can be brought about in Ethiopia from within. Several important points she mentioned. Firstly, viewers, let's talk about the head of Ethiopian intelligence agency. Tedros is the head of Ethiopian National Intelligence and Security Service, NISS. He is talking about a group. Let's make a guess. Who is he talking about? He says, there are those who broke fortresses, who fought battles on YouTube and Facebook when the war was going on. And now they have armies. They're trying to build armies. Who is he referring to? Of course, Fano. He is talking about Fano. He's saying that Fano fought all battles on Facebook and YouTube when fighting was going on in Amhara region. And now when fighting has been contained and it's restricted to Tigray and Tigray, Afar, Tigray, Amhara border areas, now Fano is raising an army. He says we'll take action against them. So very much clear that Ethiopian government, federal government wants action against Fano. That is why in the previous we told you that NISS chief is under fire. He's been criticized across Amhara region, especially Fano supporters are after him. They say that he is not acknowledging the sacrifices, the services of Fano members who fought during TDF's attack on Amhara and Afar regions. Secondly, viewers, Dr. Tedros, WHO head, has shared a tweet. He says, humanitarian access is non-negotiable with hashtag of Ethiopia. And he says that de facto blockade must be ended. Now, the man is very technical, viewers. He never expresses his own views. Mostly he quotes someone else's quotes, other statements, international media headlines he shares. He does not share his personal views. This time, this line that humanitarian access is non-negotiable, he's taken this line from the statement of a Swedish foreign minister. Anne Linde is Swedish foreign minister. She spoke to Debake Mekonnen, Ethiopian Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister, a few hours ago. And after that, she released a statement. And in that statement, she used this line, Humanitarian access is non-negotiable. Dr. Tedros shared the same on his timeline. That is how, very technically, he expresses his views about ongoing Ethiopia-Tigray conflict. That is why I said in previous videos, it's difficult to proceed against him for misconduct. Because he is sharing tweets, news stories, reports of international organizations, humanitarian bodies, UN, journalists, foreign officials. So you cannot charge him with misconduct on the basis of these tweets. So far, no action has been taken against him. Ethiopian government lodged a complaint against him with executive board of WHO. WHO set aside the complaint. No action has been initiated against Dr. Tedros. Now, lastly, viewers, Filsan Abdi, Somali politician who was part of PM Abi's government before September last year. In September, she resigned. She is appearing on news channels. She's writing articles. And she says she wants to bring about a change from outside. She could not bring about a change when she was part of the government, because change cannot be made from within in Ethiopian system of governance. That is what she said in the interview. Secondly, she said PM Abiy government is one-man coup. And thirdly, she said the release of prisoners, like Jawar, Beklegarba and Sabadnaga, it will not make any difference, because core issues have not been settled so far. And the dialogue which is being talked about will not have any impact, because it is being managed by Ethiopian government. PM Abiy cannot be a player and a referee at the same time. So he is calling for international intervention. That is what she said in an article a few days ago. She says international powers, African Union must intervene. Any dialogue, any negotiation must be overseen, monitored, convened by international mediators. Though it does not seem very likely in coming days. And lastly, she said that in coming days, African Union summit is due to be held in Ethiopia. African Union leaders must put pressure upon Ethiopian government for cessation of hostilities, for ceasefire, for inclusive dialogue to find peace in Ethiopia. At the start of next month, in the first week of February, African Union Summit is due to be held in Addis Ababa. I don't think that African Union members will put pressure upon Ethiopian government. Watch a few snippets of Filsan Abdi's interview in the CNN. Think version.
4 months ago, you resigned from the government of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. Why did you do that?
Well, I saw Ethiopian system of governance is not reformable within. So I had to step out and I had to speak out, even though I was speaking. And I've been very vocal from the beginning, but I had to do it from outside the government. To do that, I don't think the Prime Minister is the right person to do that. Yes, though, I believe the Prime Minister should compromise. As the head of the nation, as the Prime Minister of the country, he should compromise. He should put the people at first, and he needs to act accordingly. He needs to come to his sense.
The situation looks bleak in Ethiopia. What do you think in your mind is the future? What is the way forward out of this conflict that has been raging for 15 months?
I want to send a message to the African Union, who's been irrelevant in this conflict. I believe the African summit is taking place in February. I hope when African countries come together that they will put forward a pressure as countries to say there needs to be a cessation of hostility, there has to be a ceasefire, and that their summit can put some pressure in the government as well as other active agents in this conflict.
Filsan Ahmed Abdullahi, thank you for talking to us here on CNN.
Thank you, Larry.